You catch that? You caught that? One more time for the fans. Look at that. Good food. Welcome everybody. It's me. It's Aria. Luke is not here for reasons. Welcome to Good Food Barbecue. We're going to be releasing a series of barbecue videos for the next few months. Today we have burgers. All right, this is not your average barbecue. That's what we're doing today. We have our buns. We got these from Cobb's Bread. They're sesame buns. Definitely gonna toast them on the barbecue. You know, while you have the camera there, I'm just gonna point out something real quick. We started on the onions because the camera was charging. So the onions, they're just supposed to be caramelized. Put them out on low heat. Get that going. For now, like you'll see what they look like at the end, but we didn't start with that. So we got obviously pickles. You know, any pickle you want. If you have very sweet stuff going on the burger as like a topping, get some that's a little bit different. So we got our coleslaw here. I'll get into that a little bit. We'll put that aside for now. We got two different types of aiolis here. All right, one for one burger, one for the other. Again, I'll get into that in a second. Good old American sliced cheese, because why the fuck not? And then over here we got lettuce, tomatoes going in there. Very simple, pineapple. And then here is the crown jewel of our episode today. So we have three different types of burgers, all right? We have beef, which we also mix in a bunch of bacon into it, so we don't actually have to put any bacon on top. I know, it's fucking genius. You know what? Don't thank me, just thank my genius, all right? We got pork burgers and we got lamb burgers too. Yeah, that's pretty much all we have here. Like, I think it's gonna rain, so I wanna get through this pretty quick. Just like a very simple, like down the middle. I don't know, tell me in the comments, like, do you dislocate your buns entirely or do you keep a little edge on at the top? All right, cool, so let's get to the grill. You might notice that it looks a little bit dirty, but that's okay. Just turn up the heat all the way, like max heat, like just to start. Don't lift it, let it get to like 400, maybe even 500. When you're doing the barbecue, you're gonna be having the lid open. This is what we got, all right? We got beef, we got pork, and we got lamb. I'll put like a little drop. I have shaky hands from all the stress of my life. There. So you'll notice that there's onions in the beef patty so that we don't actually have to top it later, and it just kind of gets like cooked on its own in there. Just flip it onion side and press it down a little bit and you should be good to go. The barbecue, I think it's sitting at about like 300 right now. We'll give it another few seconds, it'll get to 400 and we should be good to go. We turned off the heat for now because it was getting a bit too hot. Pay attention. One thing that's very special that we're putting on our pork burger is pineapple. Just get it on the grill. You don't need oil. You don't need nothing. You just want it to be fucking good. Super low heat because they're going all first. That's all. I'm gonna start with the beef one at the beginning. And like I said, you're gonna just put it onion side down and you're gonna press on it onto the actual grill itself. So, who got beef, huh? Lamb. And leave it alone. Put them on the top burner and they should do the same thing. So you're gonna be throwing a little bit of balsamic. The heat's on, by the way. We turned it back on, like it's kind of doing its thing. You're gonna pour a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Any balsamic vinegar is fine. Like this one is fig infused dark balsamic vinegar. Yeah, let's go with it. Okay. So we got sugar here, like just this much, not a crazy amount. Just drop that in there. Caramelized onions are actually surprisingly easy, and they're very delicious, so it's a great add-on. Doing okay. See, like it's releasing a little bit on its own. Ooh, pork looks good. And then careful with the onions because you don't want those to fall off. So, do that and do that. That looks a little bit good. How the pineapples doing? Okay, I know, like, this is all pretty basic barbecue stuff, and a lot of you are looking like, oh, like, what is it? I know how to make a fucking burger. That's fine. If you're a barbecue type of person, like, you got ego. That's okay, you know? But we're gonna get into some more complicated stuff later in the summer. So this is just basics. This is not your average barbecue. Burgers are almost done. We're gonna get everything off the grill. We'll see you in assembly in just about half a second to less than half a second, depending on how lazy I feel from editing this. So we got our cop burgers here. We got our lamb burgers right there, and then we got the beef ones. Cheese, don't forget the cheese. I need a better slice. Ideal piece of processed cheese. If I just want the cheese to melt, I'm put it here. Be organized. It's barbecue. It's fun, you know, but you also want to be organized. You don't want your shit just flying out everywhere. Is this off? Now it's off. Now we can close this and do that. We'll see you at assembly. We got our burgers done. They look great. We ended up getting through the rest of them, but we're not going to make all of them. We're going to start with the beef burger. But basically, the first thing that you want to start with these is sauce. Like, sauce is the initial layer. We got a cool little aioli that we did here. This one was very, very simple. All we did was just put mayo. We added some hot peppers inside of adobo sauce. You can get that at any grocery store. It's pretty good. And it's very easy. You just mix the two together, and it looks really, really good. So it kind of looks a little bit like your Big Mac sauce, but it's just not. It's better. I'm just gonna like get that in a bed of lettuce. So we're gonna add a little bit of lettuce, not too much. Actually, to be honest, like, you can go ham with the lettuce if you want. It's not a big deal. After this is when you can put the burger on it. This is the ideal place to put it. It's a soft place to put it. The juice from the burger is gonna drip down a little bit. We're gonna add tomatoes onto this. I don't like tomatoes. I think is known by now, but I'm just doing it for the folks. And then we're gonna add some pickles as well, all right? Like I said before, any pickle goes, just as long as you kind of balance out what it is that you're doing here. And then that's it. This is your burger. So I am gonna add a little bit more sauce here, and then you're gonna place it, and you're gonna make a nice little happy burger. Look at that guy, he looks cute as shit. So we're gonna get to the second burger. Boom. So the second one's gonna be the pork one, all right? So what I did here was I just made a coleslaw. This is a pre-packaged mix. Don't have to get too fancy about it. It is a lot of effort to get all the different types of cabbage and carrots cut up, but it's fine. The pre-mix is totally okay. Add mayo, add vinegar, add sugar, and you should be good to go. I like a nice, I'm gonna start out with this. Add a little bit more. All right, we're gonna throw the patty onto there. Nice little patty. Put a nice little slice of pineapple. By now, when everything's rested, the pineapple juice kind of seeped into the burger a little bit, so it's awesome. But this is a very simple burger, and that is it. Final one. This one is an interesting one. What we did here was an aioli. So we got parsley in this, we got basil in this, we put mayo, we put lime juice, and we put olive oil, salt and pepper, and rosemary in this as well. That's the most important one, I think, for the flavor of it. It's a little bit watery, so you don't want to overdo it. It's gonna make everything soggy, so just go for it, and you're good to go. I'm really starting to feel the rain come in a little bit, but that's okay. So what you're gonna do is now you're gonna add some fresh arugula into it. Not too much, but this is gonna be like your bed of greens that go on top of it. Arugula is kind of like a bitter plant. Not everyone really likes arugula, so just make sure you keep that in mind when you're putting down your leaves, right? Like, you don't want to overdo it. Now I'm gonna add one patty, and now what you're gonna do is you're gonna add some onions into it. You wanna add a few really awesome spoonfuls. One's enough, you know, in this case right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add another one onto it, and boom, that's it. Simple. You got your burgers. I'm gonna let you know what I think of it. And then you can go ahead and try it out, and then you can let us know in the comments below what you think of it. these are your wonderful homemade burgers that you've painstakingly spent the last few days trying to develop the recipe and put it together, and you just want to eat it and just maybe, you know, get lit on your own terms and have fun with it. Like I said, I'm a really big fan of pork. It goes really well with sweet things. Wow. I've outdone myself. You get the pineapple right away, and it offsets immediately with the coleslaw. It's just a really good burger. I could just eat this whole thing. But we're running on 4% battery. So the next burger on the plate. So we got our pickles, we got our tomatoes, our patty with the bacon inside of it, and our lettuce and our sauce. Oh, surprisingly, this does remind me, the sauce, a lot of Big Mac sauce, but better, spicier, if you're into that. I don't really taste the tomato too much, so I'm kind of good with it. This might have opened up my eyes. Who knows? 10 minutes time, we've got 2% left, and we're finally gonna hit this. This one, I'm super excited about. Look at that, all the juice coming out of there. Wow. This is really good. The aioli is, I think, the heart of this burger right here. If you spend the most time on anything, it's this aioli right here. Make sure you get that one right, because this easily my favorite burger out of the bunch here. Thank you, folks, for watching this first episode of Good Food Barbecue. We have a lot of exciting stuff for you coming up in the summer. We love the fact that you've tuned in. Shout out to everyone who's just continuously watching. Shout out to everyone who's just supporting us, you know, behind the scenes, everything you don't see. We have a lot of exciting content coming up, like in the rest of the summer too. We have new shows coming out in the fall, projects coming out. Just tune in, watch us, let us know what you want to see, and maybe it'll happen. For now, this has been Arya. I don't have a nickname like our boy Luke, but I'm gonna catch you next time. Peace and one love.